Welcome back to Ramp and Splash, the gaming channel of laughing and learning, and let me tell you, I learned a couple things. Two things, to be specific. Two things. I was making some embarrassing mistakes the last couple of sessions. Here's one of them. I was complaining about not being able to use the menu to choose the upgrades, the promotions for my apostle units. Turns out, you're not even supposed to be able to do that. The reason I can do that is because, I probably can't read the text, it's very small, but the suzerain of Yerevan, suzerain of Yerevan, suzerain of Yerevan, suzerain of Yerevan. The suzerain of Yerevan has the special ability, your apostle units can choose from any possible promotion instead of receiving a random promotion. I've been their suzerain for so long, I didn't realize that this was a special ability. From the time I started making apostles, I had this special. So turns out, all my ranting and raving about a menu that only comes up if you're the suzerain of this one city-state, if you build apostles, if that city-state is even in play. Okay, I'll forgive them that one. Here's the other dumb thing that I did. I'm in competition to finish the World's Fair, and in order to finish the World's Fair, you have to have the most great person points. So you can see that I am in third place, behind a bit behind Siandak, and significantly behind Peter. I would be okay with third place. I'd like to get second place. But what I was doing was I was opening up my city menu and I was moving citizens over to my districts. Because I thought, and I think I'm pulling this from Civilization 5, where this was the case, I thought that when you put citizens in your districts, you generate more great people points. This is not true. This space generates great people points based on... well, I mean, fuck, I don't even know. I guess we'll look up campus. Let's look up campus. One. It makes one great person point per turn. The library makes one more. Ooh, can I go back? The library makes one more. The madrasa makes one more. So it's really my buildings that are making a constant rate of great people points. However, if you go to the city production, oh boy, we're off to a great start tonight. If you go to city production and you run the projects, so let's say campus research grants, district project which provides science every turn and great scientist points once finished. So it's really two different mechanics that represent the same idea. The idea is if you take your efforts and you focus them, whether it's through money or people or resources or a political campaign, you are saying we are a science nation now. And we're really talking about 1960s United States, right? Kennedy and the New Frontier speech. Actually, no, it's not the New Frontier speech. Is it? He has two speeches. He has his inauguration speech and his convention speech, and they're both really good. And I forget which one's which. Anyway, Kennedy said, we're going to the moon, we're going to do it by the end of the decade. And then we invested just a metric shit ton of money. And people, we diverted people coming out of college to go straight to NASA. If you talk to people who were in physics departments in the 1960s, they were plucking physics majors before they had graduated as undergrads. They were plucking them out of physics departments and dropping them into engineering firms and into laboratories to get to get to the moon. They were trying to solve 1,000 different engineering problems all at once to get to the moon by 1969. Holy shit. We want to represent that somewhere, right? So, so what you do is in Civilization 5, you would take your citizens and you would assign them to buildings and you would generate great person points. But in this version of the game, you build projects. So really, you're sacrificing your focus on other things, like military or more infrastructure, to develop your people and your research output. So, okay. I want to thank the person who put that tutorial up on YouTube. I felt like a dummy. I'm over here being like, oh, let's play some more citizens. Let's play some more citizens. Okay, so what we're not going to do is play some more citizens. We have 11 turns to generate about 200 extra great people points to catch up with Siandok. We'll see. Oh, that's fantastic. Congratulations. That sounds like fun. So Ben is telling me about a D&D campaign that he's running. And he bought his wife for her birthday a shout out on their favorite D&D channel, which is clutch. All right, we can build neighborhoods. Let's see. The limes were for building defensive buildings, and I feel like that was because we were building a couple of... is there a city manager window? There really should be, right? I would assume there is. List of reports. What's a list of reports? City status. Wow, that text is really small. Also doesn't say what we're building. That's fine. That's fine. We were building barracks over here. Amphitheater. Research lab. 2 thumbs up. Oh, that's fantastic. NAACP. I don't know why they need money. That was sarcasm. That was sarcasm. Because things, the date today is June 2nd, so things are happening in the world. I'm mostly ignoring them because I just want this to live up on YouTube, but NAACP. So I don't know if the limes is still sensible. We were also building at one point shipyards, and I don't know if the shipyards count as defensive buildings. They should. They help build boats, I think. Trade routes. We're still making money, which is good. The extra faith doesn't even seem useful right now because we have so much faith. But what we're going to do before we switch to a different... yeah, Ben says that he would also make that joke and have to explain his joke because it suddenly feels weird. Let's not be sarcastic right now. So we have so much faith, but I'm going to want to build an army with that faith before I flip over to a new government type. Although, here's an interesting thing. I thought it was theocracy that allowed me to build units with faith, but I don't actually see that anywhere. That's not on the card here. So is it just an ability that I gained somewhere? I don't know. This game is a little overwhelming. There's just a few too many mechanics involved. Just gonna leave it there. Okay. Let's talk about that one, just that one though. Let's not, we don't need to go too deep. government. But we should change probably this one. Production, extra resources, extra resources. Discount on upgrades I had for a while, but then I couldn't upgrade a couple of my types of units. What? Seaports generate science? Shut up! Shut up, I love it. Let's do this. Okay, choose a civic. Have 3 core in your military. I don't even remember how to use core. I don't know how to build them. Do you need a great general? Or do great generals build armies? I don't even fucking know. So this is one that we could boost. Build an art museum. That's a thing that we can do in our civilization. Research radio. Radio's coming, right? Radio's coming soon. We have flight. And have a neighborhood. We're going to have a neighborhood soon. So I think the core is the one that we're least likely to actually use. Okay. We don't have flight yet. We're going to have flight in three turns. Choose production. We have a half-built infantry here. So this is Celestia. Celestia is building things very quickly. Why don't we just build the art museum now? We need the culture. Let's build it now. There's something to be said for barracks that increase production and housing. We'll wait. Sky Mountain. Market. I think a market seems like a good choice right now. Unit needs orders. You can fortify on top of that. On top of that, what's that district called? Encampment. I feel like everything you build should be bolded on this tooltip menu. Because it's fucking hard to find what you're looking for. Okay. we have the anti-tank crew, no? Oui. We fortify. We fortify the crew. No, dude, the game has an easy, intuitive interface. Man, I spent a bunch of time trying to get the font larger because there is no way, like, I have trouble reading this text. There is no way it's going through Twitch to your screen. Even on a television, there's no way that it's going to your screen where you can read that text. I think it's bonkers that they have a game in the era of esports and Twitch that you can't actually read. Okay, I'm done. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Oh, buddy. Let's start with you. Can you just go around and attack? Yeah. Good. Oops. Wrecked him. Ben's accusing me of not having object permanence because I can't memorize everything by the iconography. You're not wrong. I did not reach the level of object permanence in my development as a human. That's why I cry every time I put food in the fridge. Because I'm scared I'm gonna starve. Hey, fucko. Where did you come from? Major victory. Those are my two favorite words right now. And you... Oh, I see. Okay. You move there. You... Can you join him? Go up there. And you... I just seated. I just seeded every part of my civilization with apostles. We are waging like a ridiculous war of thoughts and ideas. We will not tolerate any ideas. Like if you want to have your own opinions out there, you want to have theological preferences out there, go for it. Go for it. In this nation, we have one religion, one idea. If you're not with us, you don't get in the pod, you don't join us in the celestial perfection, you're not worth our time. So get out. Okay. Let's move on. I noticed that I had an extra viewer for just a minute. And then they realized that I was a big dum-dum. And they left. That's my favorite. Yeah, so that was something. He's cornered, which is great. Next turn. Hey, buddy. I knew there was something fun going on over here. Medina is finally growing properly. Actually, pretty slowly. 6 surplus food. These are good spots. They have at least 2 food. That's something. We should find another way to make food, though, if we can. Okay. What are the relative funk and temperature levels for Medina? I mean, in my civilization, funk is very high, right? I mean, we've got nothing but rhythm, basically. We've got swagger and style, and not a lot of sense. So, I say funk very high. So a question is raised. If I was being a dum-dum by adding citizens to all of my districts to try and get points that I wasn't going to get, do I now take those citizens out of those districts to go back to growth and production? I don't know, because they are producing a lot more science, and that's the thing I need most, right? Our growth is slow. I mean, 10 turns, 26 turns, 22 turns, but these are also big cities. So I'm really not sure. Let's talk about what's happening here. Can you attack this bad boy? Again, we're yelling at you from the beach. Ben asked whether I need growth right now, and I actually don't know. I don't know. I mean, more growth now means more science later. So there's something. I don't know. What? Recommended improvement monastery? What the fuck is a monastery? I really don't know. Can someone tell me? Monastery. Alright. Unlocks the builder. Oh, monastery is a... Oh! Again, I'm getting hit up by these unique abilities that only come up if you have a particular city-state that you're the suzerain of. So one player in a game, if they put effort into this one city-state, if that city-state is in that game. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So it's just an improvement that gives +2 faith and +1 housing. And extra faith from districts. There's no districts here. We don't need production, though. Production, we've got covered. We need food. Look, there's even a whole stone here that we don't have access to yet. Medina, tell me. Tell me. Oh, why are we getting that space? Why aren't we getting this space? Well, I just don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Not one bit. I don't understand. Damn it. Two production, one food, two faith, one housing. Wait, does it produce those things only? Okay, well let's build it just because we want to know what it's like. Experimentation, right? But do I have to be harvesting from that spot in order to get the faith? I don't know. Doesn't say. I would assume so. Nice. Nice. Okay. Just admirals. It's just a convoy of admirals. Nothing else. Fortify. Oh, that's right. I have my hotkeys. I forgot. Well, I forgot about the hotkeys. I think you go right there, right? To protect Candy from thought crime. Sleep. You go right there. You rest and repair. Hey, trade. Trade's the best. Okay. We get error points for completing trade routes, +1 error score. So the faster, I mean, this makes 8 plus some faith in 4 turns. And error points every 4 turns. Can't beat that. Okay. I don't think we want to go this way, right? No, there's ice. And this way we don't know. So I think we're actually going up there. That'll take a few rounds. Sumeria has denounced the Maori. Luna needs more housing to keep growing. This is key. This is key information. Trayan built Broadway? Broadway? Holy moly. It's 1874. Holy shit. What'd you say about housing? Nailed it, buddy. All right, we have we have an archaeologist. How do archaeologists work? Sorry. Archaeologists. Okay, find and extract artifacts from antiquity sites to be displayed in the city's home city's museum. Oh no, that's the civic. Do they have multiple digs? Is it one per guy? Do you just keep going until their museum is full? Tell me about, Okay. So if I can find a theme, that'll help. Alright, you go to there. Dig, motherfucker! Hey! We boosted combustion! Do you know what you need to get into space? Combustion. So what happened? Was that it? Is that the whole... Where did it go? Where's my artifact? Artifact extracted. Your people celebrate this historic moment as the dirt is brushed away. The mummy sees the light of the sun after ages. It will grace the museums of Arabia for years to come. +1 era score. Okay, so I got my era point. Awesome. Where did it go? Don't know. Kaladin is a 16 population city. They are... They're just literally bursting at the seams. They have spot for one more person. It's so bonkers. They've grown, in terms of culture, they've grown so slowly. Seaport seems kind of busted. Produces food, gold, and science. Plus experience for naval units. The madrasa, that seems obvious. The sewer, I don't know if we need to grow. I mean, growth is good. And then the mausoleum, I think, only goes in spots that I want to keep. Is that correct? Do I want to keep that spot? How good is that spot? Wait, how good is the mausoleum? Oh, +1 of those things on all coast tiles. Yeah, we have 2 coast tiles. It's not worth it. Okay. Can we build a... This won't be done in time for the World's Fair, so that's a bummer. Oh, they build so slowly these days. Build so slow these days. Honestly, the biggest benefit I get is from the madrasa. In 10 turns, we'll have all those big fat bonuses. Choose production. Oh my god, look at all this fucking infrastructure. Oh, it's so yummy. Alright, Alderaan. You are growing pretty slowly. What can I do? Are these good spaces? I mean, I get it. The wonder makes these +1 production, but I want to grow faster. Armory is +3 production. It's real good. The Panama Canal? Upon completion, 1 or 2 adjacent canal districts are automatically constructed. The canal, wonder tile, can now be crossed by naval units. Trade routes traveling through it can multiply the gold they get. This seems like way too much effort. These won't be done in time for the World's Fair, which is a bummer. So it's got to be one of these 3. And I think the +3 production is tight. Hey, artifact! Alright, your archaeologist Amatullah has discovered an ancient battlefield littered with items from Saladin and the barbarians. The discovery appears to be buried since the ancient era. Choose which nation's artifact to uncover from the site. I think we want... I guess we'll start with ours. If we can get 3 artifacts that are themed to our civilization... Does that count as a theme? Like, is the civilization of origin a theme? I don't know. No explanation. Hey, we got a mummy cat. Hey, mummy cat. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I see we have some folks in the chat. Feel free to jump into the discussion or lurk. Either way is fine. So we just got an artifact we dug up. So we're producing culture and tourism. How do we... Is the theme cats? Is the theme mummies? I don't even know. F for respects for cat. Is cat a theme? I don't know. Who knows? Alright. Let's... Oh, he needs to be next to a holy site in order to repair. We're going to build a monastery here. Speaking of holy sites, it's like a holy site light. I mean, it looks nice. Nice grounds. Good for meditating, right? Okay, well, we can zoom back out, I think. Again, we need to find a holy site to repair at. I really wish I didn't have to look at this fucking green stuff. It would make it a lot easier. Go there and rest. It's like you have to hold up your hand to be able to see it. Okay, trade. We're getting +1 error point for each trade route we complete in the modern or industrial era. Where are we at? Doesn't say. UI says fuck it. Alright. UI says fuck it. So we're trying to complete as many of these as we can. We won't get to a golden age, I'm sure. We're way behind on that. But we can certainly go to Phobos. Oh wait, this isn't a merchant, this is a spy. Oh, it's my second spy! Oh! Okay. I thought I was looking at a merchant menu. Okay, no. Fuck, here we go. Let's go to... so I have one spy with the Maori. I'm going to want to move that spy over to the Koreans, because they're going to be my rivals in terms of science. I feel like my second spy should be counter-espionage. Protect city center and all adjacent districts. How many are adjacent? 1, 2. 2 districts, that's pretty good. Although... if I put it in my holy site, protect, it'll protect 1, 2, 3, 4 districts. Oh look, it's actually like purple. There's some good theming, I guess. The holy site is white, has a white icon. That's cool. And I think this is my government plaza? No. Which one's the government plaza? I don't even know. Is that it? Oh, so this is the government plaza, which is purple, but also culture is purple. Oh my god. Guys. This is real fucking simple. Alright, we're putting the counter spy in, we're putting our counterintelligence agent in the holy site. So it will protect all those districts. Well, you need to get back on land. So step 1, get back on land. Step 2, go next to a holy site. Step 3, heal yourself up, bud. It's thinking. It's thinking. Hey! We boosted! How did we boost? With a dedicated research lab in place, your initiative to recruit scientists into a nuclear research program can commence. Wow! We went straight to nuclear.
If you can walk away from a landing, it's a good landing. If you use the airplane the next day, it's an outstanding landing.
What? Ben says that to receive the theming bonus, the slots must be filled with artifacts from the same era, but different civilizations. Because museums are only about time period. Ah, the Museum of the Ancient World. Is there any, like, World War II stuff? No! There's no World War II stuff! Fuck that! Fuck your World War II. Okay. I get it, though. It's a mini game. So what you would do is, as you're playing the game, you mark where your battles were at what time. You can actually put pins on the map, which I'm not doing. You can put pins on the map and mark where your battles were, and so then you know what era they came from. And so when these sites appear, these antiquity sites, you have a memory of which era they came from. So it's kind of clever. It's like a mini game that you can do with yourself. Oh, the art museum has different rules? Wow, good thing we're never going to have an art museum. You know what we will have? A tank. How much oil we're getting per turn? +1 oil per turn. Right? This doesn't say which is the net. It says accumulating 6 per turn. Is that the net? Or is that the gross? It's fucking stupid. I can't handle this game much longer. Good thing we're almost done. We're almost to space. We're gonna get there, guys. Okay. Fucking, I am such a lunatic. We build slow here. That's for sure. We grow a lot. There's a lot of food coming in. We're short on housing. Let's look at the housing. Total food surplus. 5 amenities. Growth rate slowed by 50%. So I think... Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Pardon. Pardon. Housing would be good at Sky Mountain. Granary seems appropriate. Alright, Caprica has had very slow growth as well in terms of borders, which comes down to culture, I think. Oh, we could build an aerodrome. A district that allows you to build and store aircraft cannot be built on hills. Can it be... Does this have a hill? Is that a hill? Tundra. Is that a hill tundra? I mean, this is probably a better spot. Right? Yeah. We're gonna have airplanes. Altitude is virtue, guys. Altitude is virtue. Closer to heaven, closer to God, the purer the soul. I'm pretty sure that's in the Bible. It's in one of the later... You'll see it. Okay, Orbit. Should you build the industrial zone? No. Sky Mountain has an industrial zone, right? Here? Okay. So, what's great is that Sky Mountain can build our oil power plant, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. spaces from Celestia, closer to orbit, Sky Mountain, obviously. Too far from here. How many spaces is it from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that count? Let's talk about oil plant. Civilopedia. Oil power plant. Within 6 tiles. Within 6 tiles. Its production bonus is extended to all city centers within 6 tiles that do not already have a bonus from a power plant. So that's +3. So it can power within 6 tiles. It also gives the production bonus within 6 tiles. So right here, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Is that within 6 of Luna? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not quite. But Luna and Jove could share one if they wanted to. All right. Anyway, let's focus on the next thing. What are we doing here? We're allowed to build another district. I feel like a neighborhood might be kind of cute. +5 housing, +4 housing, +5, but it costs money. +5, but it costs money. This production is enticing. I don't know if we'll ever use it. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna nestle. This is like, I went to Boulder, Colorado last year. It was beautiful. I mean, it's really like, there's the cliff face where the Rockies start, where the continental shelf is doing this thing, and then they built the town right here. Like Denver's right here. It's beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna name this neighborhood Boulder. Oh no, your spy has been detected. Local police forces have you on the run. Choose an escape route. Fuck. In Kayapoi. Wait. It was successful though? So the issue is that we were successful. We stole 400 money, which was more than I thought it was going to be. So I guess the issue is that if they're undetected, you don't have to take the turns to put them back in a city. That's fine. We want to send this guy to Korea anyway. Actually, it's probably a girl, Aaliyah. I would assume it's a girl. So I don't understand. Police are more likely to be trolling quick exits such as the aerodrome or the harbor. Exit by foot is always the safest option. What do we do here? Vehicle. This game sucks! Oh boy, mission to steal 400 gold was successful in the city of Kayapoi, but the spy was captured after being detected. Relationship damage, our opponent has lost respect for us. Agent captured. You can attempt to trade for their release. Well, Mr. Bond. Except this person isn't German or Russian or whatever. They're fucking Maori. So you have to do a New Zealand accent. And I don't know. Will, Mr. Bond. Mr. Bond. I'm like in the neighborhood, but I'm not getting it. The Maori are interrogating my spy. The fuck do I do now? Do I talk to him about it? Can we talk? I would like to make a deal. Please. Ben's trying to get me to do a southern accent. He will not trade with me. Make demand. He will not make demands either. Okay. This is a real situation. Oh, okay, so he won't talk to me, and then... Alright. Remove your spies at once. I apologize. I will cease these operations at once. Gain the favor. So, do I have to do it? Like, if I had a second spy, and I choose this option, do I have to take the spy back? Like, what are the consequences? How do I know... Like, I'm given the favor points, but what do I lose if I break the promise? Do I just gain grievance? Do you, like... gain favor and then gain grievance as two distinct piles? Ben says the southern accent is incidental to Jimmy Bond. It's just very, very useful. I don't feel like doing a southern accent today. I am going to work on my accents and then I'll be back. I'll be back on Thursday. Okay, we got to rest and repair the apostles. I can't believe it. I did one spy mission. Not only did I do that, I did the mission you're supposed to do before that. So it took, what, 5 turns to plant them in the city. Then it took 5 more times for... Excuse me. Let me back up. I'm so flustered today. So flustered. It took me 5 turns to place the spy in the city. Then it took 5 more turns because I did the gain contacts mission, or whatever it is, to embed deeply into the city, to increase the success of the next mission. But that, you know, sometimes you roll a nat 20. And sometimes the bad guy does. How much in-game time passed? I think these turns are 2 apiece, so that would be 20 years-ish. Plus the mission itself, which was another 5 turns, so 15 years in total. Or 16, whatever. Okay, so I'm looking for more ancient sites. Tell me about these ancient sites. Here's one, but this one I can get to in 1 turn, so obviously. Oh, look at all this art! Oh, 12 money for 30 turns? No. 360? I can buy a spy for less. I'm assuming you can't build spies with faith. Faith you can build military units because they're just zealots. But I'm assuming you can't do that with spies. You actually have to have like people with discerning demeanors. Let's see. Yeah, no spies. Rigel. Barracks completed. Barracks, awesome. Growing very slowly. Let's talk about your population here. Production. Ooh, this space sucks. You need a builder, bud. You got to build a better builder. Here's the one we saved from before. Can you not build there? What kind of space is that? Floodplains. I don't get it. I don't know why they can't build a farm. We'll skip to next turn and see what happens. Okay. Still, I think we need a builder. Hey, an amphitheater. Okay. We got an amphitheater. Oh boy, something that provides food? More food? Like a harbor? Harbors provide food. Harbors? Do they provide food? That's my impression of Seth Meyers' impression of Donald Trump. Crab. I love crab. Even when they bite, very pinchy. Very pinchy. Okay, Apostle, what's your situation right now? You live here in general. Okay. Next player. Hey, let's get a thing. Is it ancient? What is it? Since the industrial era, that's basically nothing. Peter. Ooh. Okay, so I have to build more archaeological spots. Wow. I literally can't even switch it. I don't even think I can ditch it. Can I ditch it? No. Once you have a relic, you can't get rid of it. I'm pretty sure the Nazis violated that a couple of times. We'll keep you there. Oh wait. No, we won't. It's already one. It's already a guy there. You have one. You have one. Armagh has one. Phobos has one. Celestia is getting this guy. Right? Oh, but if they're getting this guy, then this guy can stay. Alright, good. Here's the extra apostle. You know, the extra apostle. Whoa! Akkad switched sides. Hey, Akkad. Why don't you have a friend? Oh boy, it's been almost an hour already. We'll play a couple more turns, and then we'll finish the episode. Squee! We got a great person. What great person? Oh, it's a scientist. Oh, so good. Okay, now here's the issue. This great person kind of sucks. Let's look at rainforests. Down near the old Zulu Empire, there were some rainforests. 1, 2 tiles. Rainforest. And that's it. Yikes. Also, rice. Look at this rice. Deimos, why don't you build a builder? Eh? Build a builder, eh? So a person, this great person could get me 800 points. How many points? Oh my god, that's half of a technology. That kind of sucks. No, I gotcha. What happens if we pass? Possibility is that we get something better. All right, we'll pass. Oh, I don't know if that felt good. Hey, you know what else though? These faith costs do not look so bad right now. So I could get a great admiral, +5 combat strength and +1 movement to modern and atomic era naval units within 2 tiles. Grants 6 loyalty per turn for the city. I mean, +5 combat strength within 2 tiles seems pretty good. Provides +1 appeal. I don't care. I don't think the great writers or the great artists are going to help us. Let's get an admiral though. Did it work? Did I get it? Yeah, because this is a new guy. Okay, awesome. It's just weird when you make a decision in a menu in this game. Like, it doesn't actually then tell you like, oh, you got the thing. It just says like, oh, all right, we'll deal with that in time. It's like a bad boyfriend or bad girlfriend. Oh yeah, no, I understand the behavior that you're exhibiting. I'm not going to acknowledge it now. We'll talk about it later, maybe years later, in the heat of an argument. Fuck that. Fuck you, Civ. You're a bad boyfriend. Ben says, yeah, there's so many threads in these games. Yeah, I feel like not all of them are tied tightly. It's still a good game. I'm still having fun. I'm still loving it. I've been craving it. Today's Tuesday. I haven't played since last Thursday. So I've been craving it all week, but every time I come in and I start to play it, I'm like, we could just tighten this up. Like, this could be such a good game if you just tightened up all these like loose threads and rough edges. Okay, that's not why we're here though. Just as a reminder, you know where we're going. Oh, those fingers are huge. Let's do this. We're going straight up into the sky. This world that we're looking at, this map, isn't going to exist in a million years. This whole world will look different, probably engulfed in flames. In a billion years, it might be destroyed by a solar flare. The tectonic plates will continue to shift, but we will still be here. Not here, we'll be everywhere. The Starlight Empire is an empire of starlight. We are eternal. Once we escape this purgatory, this gravitational purgatory that we find ourselves in, nothing can stop us. It's just growth and light and joy from the atmosphere to eternity. I mean, there's some work that has to be done along the way. Don't worry about that. Just get in the pod. Just get in the pod, Ben. Okay. Oh, here's your district. I didn't think this through at all. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this! Oh! Ben says he's in the pod. He's down with the pod, except he's going up in the pod. He's up in the pod with us. Sky Mountain, building an oil power plant. In 9 turns. I'm in the pod. I'm down in the pod in that I want to go up in the pod so that I can get down to the core of my being so that I can ascend to my perfect self. You got all that, right? Next. Wait a minute. So if I send this archaeologist and I dig up one more thing, I don't get the theme bonus. Like, it's just all locked in. I have to build more museums and shuffle around my shit. This is... You really have to be planning this from the beginning of the game. This will be ancient, though, so this will be 2 ancient artifacts. I don't understand why I can't build here. Appeal uninviting. It's a river site. I don't know. I don't understand. But it doesn't matter, because what we really need is right here. It's that forest tile we need to improve. Union disorders. Hey, perfect. Oh, maybe I will do a second hour. I'm not sure. If you can't stay for the second hour, I'm finally caught up on YouTube, so the videos are going up tomorrow morning. So you'll be able to catch the next hour on YouTube. I should make that decision quickly because the time is coming. We're almost done with this episode. Hey, the women of your empire have clamored for proper sanitation. Wait. What? These sentences are so strange. The women of your empire have clamored for proper sanitation. Having won that battle, they now need the right to vote. Is that really how it worked with women's suffrage? Is that a thing that they fought for sanitation and then fought for suffrage, building on the momentum? I mean, that's cool. The time period works out, but what a sentence. All right. It looks like we built sewers enough to give people votes. Ben asks, awesome. What comes after the journey to space? Do you mean what video game are we going to play next on this video game channel? Because it's very special. It's very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Phobos builds real slow. Oh, he says yes. He wants to know what game is coming next. We are going to play Final Fantasy VIII. It's my favorite Final Fantasy game. It was the first game that I ever had on PlayStation. I'm going to be doing voice acting. I'm going to be practicing my accents. And I'm going to be practicing my voice acting. Hopefully, I'll level up a couple of times before I'm actually on the mic from where I am now, because I know I'm only maybe better than the average streamer, but that doesn't say very much. Hey, gamers. So I'm going to be voicing it, and then the plan is that one Professor Laserbooks and I are going to do commentary on the game itself after it's been voice acted. Ben says FF8 was also the favorite of one of the folks on the D&D show. She refers to her cool murder boyfriend. I assume that's Squall. I think Squall's... He's so... The reason we're going to talk about this ad nauseum during the actual playthrough, so this is just a preview. I love Squall because he embodies this idea that the misanthrope isn't somebody who doesn't care. He's somebody who cares so much that, like, you just... And I get this sometimes. Maybe a lot of the time. Depends. When you care so deeply about shit, you just build up this armor and this shell. And people think you don't care. They think you're aloof, they think you're above it, or they think you're an asshole. But really it's that you're so passionate that you just have to protect yourself. And Squall really embodies that. It's a bit of my personality. And when you say murder boyfriend, yeah, I mean, he's a killing machine. Obviously. Yeah. Okay. Should we finish this turn? Let's finish this turn. Yeah, I felt that too. Is he a killing machine? Yeah. I'm always feeling like a killing machine. Tell me about this mausoleum. Oh, that's right. It would take this space. We really don't want that. That's such a bummer because this Phobos has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5 coastal spaces, so that would be a big bonus. But armory gives +3 production, so yeah. Unit needs orders. Mom needs Mars. Mars needs moms. Okay, here's my admiral. For some reason, he's here. Retire, grant 6 loyalty per turn for the city. So that's like his cancel ability. That's his sack ability in Magic the Gathering. Obviously we don't want to do that. We want to turn the boats into killing machines. So let's park him there, and maybe we'll build a couple more boats. Unit needs orders. You can stay there, right? You can stay there. Okay. I thought we moved them to Luna for a reason. Right? Wait. How many spies do I have? Is this a second spy? Do I have 2 spies? Do I got 1 spy or do I got 2 spies? City states, trade routes, espionage. There we go. Luna. Yeah. City activity. I don't understand. What's going on? Travel to new city. Counter spy. Okay, so you move your spy to Luna, then it immediately pops up automatically with, which city would you like to move it to? Come on. Jesus Christ. But if you go to this tiny menu right here, there's a button. You see that button? Counter spy. Alright. Are we done? Okay. I'm in such a weird mood tonight. Oh boy. Ancient tribal village. Okay. Alright, so no themes. It's producing culture though, and that's the key. We need to move this track along here. Oh boy, that was a whole hour of me sputtering. But yes, I'm very excited about Final Fantasy VIII. I am excited to tell the story. I am excited to do the voice acting. I am excited to work with Professor Laserbooks. I'm excited to do commentary on the story. You know what else I'm excited about Final Fantasy VIII? You know what they do in that game? They climb into a spaceship. They get put onto a railgun, a giant city-sized railgun, and they get fucking shot into space. They have adventures, briefly, in zero gravity. A little bit of romantic time in zero G. A little bit of Sandra Bullock in Gravity kind of thing going on. Then they come back to Earth, and then they save the world, and that's what we're going to play through. But it's very inspiring to me now because you, the viewer at home, Ben, the viewer in chat, me, all of these little people, all of these people that live in all these little cities, they're destined for something better, something bigger. The UI is a mess, and it is very confining. They're all confined into this little simulation of a two-dimensional world, right? We don't live in 2 dimensions. We're much bigger than that. We have depth. And we're not going to be confined here. We're not going to stay. We are going to burst forth from this world. We are going to escape the confines of gravity and become the beings that we were meant to be from the beginning of our evolution. We are going to claim our destiny in the sky. Nothing can stop us. There is no turning back now. I will see you next time on Rampant Splash.
I'd just like to ask a question. What does God need with a starship?
Bring the ship closer.
I said, what does God need with a starship?